Good evening, Rossoneri. Good evening. A little chat about the Serie A roundup a little bit here, guys. So, Atalanta lose to Lazio, surprisingly at home. Torino beat Udinese away. Torino, who really needed that massive win for an injection of confidence that was badly starting to miss. They go away to Udinese, who were absolutely flying, and beat them 2-1 in their own backyard. Atalanta, like I said, losing 2-0 at home to Lazio, which brings Lazio up to third place. So favourable results this round of during the weekend for Milan, who won 4-1 at home to Monza. So that leaves us 3 points behind Napoli, who beat Roma in Rome 1-0. So all in all, with Napoli, with the exception of Napoli, between Napoli and Milan, nothing changes. A 3-point gap is still there, but it moves Milan further ahead in front of Atalanta, in front of Udinese, with Lazio now in third place, like I mentioned earlier. So, Inter winning, but they're still like further down the table. Juve having won their game, but they're still got, they're 10 points. Juve, I think, have 10 points now behind Napoli. A late surge is, I think the best they can hope for this season is going to have to be top four, the Champions League spots. But, it's still early days, and this is going to be one hell of a season in Serie A, guys. I'll be honest with you. It's going to be, it's so good already as it is. But the competition for places, the title challenges, the Champions League spot places, the Europa, it's going to be all systems go once the World Cup's over with and we return to league football. Milan, now let's bring it closer to home. Milan, who have an away fixture tomorrow in the Champions League away to Dynamo Zagreb. We already know that Mike Maignan is going to be missing now to 2023. That's an absolute blow that he's had a setback, and he would be out through injury. It's not even certain that he's going to make the World Cup, which is a bad loss for France. I'll be honest with you guys, because he's been absolutely immense this season. So with that in mind, we've got Diaz, who's 2 goals against Monza has given him is starting to score on a consecutively. So it puts him in favourable ahead of CDK for the number 10 spot tomorrow. Origi is now scoring on his he's scoring on his debut debut from the start. It's his first start for Milan, and he's managed to score under the Curva Sud, and that will allow to have us another option now that we can now use for Giroud, or they can alternate between League and Champions League moving forwards. Rebic is now back, which is good to have, because it gives us another attacking option. Junior Messias is also back in contention, so that gives us another option on the right hand side. And also in midfield, with Tonali rested over the weekend, he will be back to playing against Zagreb. So look, this is an almighty important match, a match that I feel that Milan have to win, because on the back of the 2 defeats versus Chelsea, it's very important for our Champions League qualification that we go back to winning ways, and tomorrow's no different. Have to massively win. It's going to be a tough place to go. At home to Dynamo is never going to be an easy task, but if Milan want to proceed in the next round of the Champions League knockouts, we have to absolutely win tomorrow, and then that leaves us the Salzburg game at home to finish off the group matches. Let me know how you guys feel about tomorrow's game. How do you see Milan doing? Who would you like to see start? In obviously, Tata Rossano will keep his place in goal for the reason mentioned about Mike Mignon. But who would you like to see start? And particularly at right back, would you go with Kalulu and then maybe keep Kea and Tomori centre back? Obviously, Teo Hernandez more than likely to start on the left. Tonali, like I said, he will take his place back in midfield, possibly alongside Benacer with Diaz in the number 10 role. I think Junior Messias and Leao will start in the wide areas, and Giroud will take his place up front. Is there, of those 11 possibly starting tomorrow, would you change something? Would you put someone else in there? And if so, who? Let me know in the comments below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and of course for tomorrow we will always end it is Forza Milan. Dai ragazzi.